Really not gonna be able to watch it.
Oh, such good shit.
In case you turd burglars have been living under a rock, this is the Top Rope Wrestling Talk podcast, and we're better than you, and you know it. What's going on, everybody? I'm your host. Well, not really a host, but I'm one of the four that do the show. I'm Bruce, here with Wendy and the sweet, sweet unicorn onesie that has nothing to do with the other show. Our resident guy at the bottom of the screen, Jose. Yeah, he does extracurricular activities, and then you've got the none other than the soundboard king and impressionist himself, Dom. What's going on, everybody?
What's up, everyone?
So, this is a very special episode of Top Rope Wrestling Talk, where it's an all-exclusive AEW show. Nothing but AEW. No other show will be mentioned on here.
We are literally all in on All Elite tonight.
Yes. This is All Elite Wrestling Podcast tonight.
Absolutely nothing but it. And I think we ought to kick off this All Elite show with a wonderful keep it or kill it question that had to do with Le Champion himself.
MJF.
No. Not yet.
Not yet. How long was that?
Not long enough, dude.
Not long enough at all. And of course,
he said champion. He said champion. Remember that?
Right.
Not champion in their head.
Okay, let me be more specific so he can't. The GOAT, Chris Jericho, and maybe the biggest underdog in AEW right now in their match leading into Dynamite this week.
Marco
if you have
what?
Close. If you haven't watched our show before, we do a nice little segment called Keep It or Kill It, where I will drop a question or a statement, and you can either say one of our hosts will say either they want to keep it.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Or like, nah, kill that shit. And what I want to know from the four of us, and we even asked our group, is Jungle Boy won't last 10 minutes with Le Champion on Wednesday. Keep it or kill it.
Kill it.
Kill it.
Unless Jericho's been lying.
Kill that shit. Chris Jericho gonna make that boy a star. He's gonna
make Jungle Jack a star. I tell you what.
Yep.
By God, don't you use Jungle Jack? No.
Let the marks come for me. Bring it on.
Right there. See the guy at the bottom of the screen? Right there.
I got fried chicken waiting for all of you.
You know, I do love Jungle
Boy.
I think that I'm not even gonna pay attention. We're just gonna on that, and we're gonna move on. I love Jungle Boy. I think he's had kind of a rough go to start in AEW, and Jericho has a lot of respect for him and his family. So I don't know if Jack's gonna win, but he will definitely last 10 minutes. So kill that shit. Now,
10% of our audience agreed with us. Like, totally kill it. That kid will go toe to toe and just, a run for his money. I think.
I say he wins because it's not for
wow.
the title.
Isn't that crazy though? I don't think we've ever had like 100% of our group say anything ever in like the 2 or 3 years of its existence. Somebody always comes through and says, "No, keep it," or somebody always. But this one, 100% of everyone that voted was like, "Nope, kill it, nope." So that's another one for our group, and I don't blame you. I think it's going to be a pretty good match. Jose says Jungle Jack's going to win it. That's crazy. I don't know if we'll get that win. Because even Darby Allin could get the win on Jericho, but he was like, taped up, and Hager came out. And,
if he does win it, I mean, obviously it's going to be totally non-title, but it would be an impressive win for him, for Jungle Jack.
Oh, Wendy, I have to tell you, you have no idea how unobvious non-title match and this match were there was like, how could Jericho be defending the title? And it's like, yo, he never said.
The rankings mean nothing. He's 0-3 in singles competition.
Yep.
Because it's not a title match. It's just a match. The dude said he has to have one more match before the year ends. Thank you for the clown nose, because everybody's a fucking clown.
Again, to anybody who's listening who may be thinking this or didn't know, this is a non-title match. Jericho was contractually obligated to wrestle again, not defend his title. So it's a 10-minute exhibition. Okay? Not a title match.
Because of that, that's why they're gonna give Jungle Jack the win, because it's non-title. So it'll just be like, just to push him up in the rankings and to
screw with the fans, screw with the marks.
It's Jericho's. The angle is basically Jericho taking a nice large shit on AEW management because they contractually obligated him to fight one more time before next year. And he didn't really want to. So he just picked like the most lovable loser you could think of and said, okay, you got 10 minutes, kid. And here we go into this coming Wednesday. It's not a title match. The rankings aren't meaningless. It's an all elite show. We're defending you. We're straightening people out in case anybody didn't know. And from there, I think we're going to move into some of our year end awards here, because we've got one show left coming up on Wednesday, and then Dynamite is pretty much taking a siesta until 2020, which is like, oh man, don't go. But
what am I gonna watch on Wednesday?
Right? I have no idea at this point. Like, I'll just be having to deal with my family. No kidding.
I'll
sorry.
watch Pizza Dark on YouTube.
There you go. There's always something on YouTube, folks. There's always something on YouTube. But
I'll watch Dark.
I don't know if we're all going to agree. We don't have to, but why don't we go around and name, as of, let's say, from Double or Nothing to this current day, who do you consider to be AEW's male wrestler of the year? Why don't we start with Bruce, because I think I already know who he's going to say.
MJF.
There it is, folks. Knew it.
Oh my God, I am so shocked. You really just say that?
Listen, no. All right, let me get real with you.
Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, MJF's by far head and shoulders my favorite superstar or wrestler, not superstar. Holy shit, I can't believe I said favorite wrestler in AEW. But from All Out until now, on it, I would have to say Cody. I have to. Even though he's not who you think he is, but yeah, he's not who we all think he is. MJF told us.
No, I know that's just shocking to me. Like, wait, did the biggest MJF mark of all time just say Cody Rhodes? No. All right. Since we got, I thought his answer was going to be easy, so I figured we'd just go Bruce. Okay, MJF next. Let's move along to Baby Yoda herself, the woman in the lovely unicorn onesie, for anyone who's not watching us on YouTube right now. Wendy, who do you think would be your male wrestler of the year?
A little hard for me. Because I want to say Cody, but at the same time, I don't want to say Cody. That's like the obvious answer.
MJF.
I mean, I will give MJF his dues. He's been great, he
has
some great stuff, storyline wise and work wise, etc. I want to say I've been surprised pleasantly by Sammy Guevara, the Spanish himself. Thank you, Jose. Thank you. I'm not saying
Spanish God.
course, I've been pleasant.
Of pandas and losing.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with what has been a pleasant surprise for me, which is Sammy.
Wow. Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. That's cool. We might have stole his thunder a little bit, but let's go to Jose next and save the best for last.
Well, I believe I already mentioned that the Spanish God wasn't going to be my pick.
Okay.
And we all know it's not the Walmart scarf wearing MJF.
He wears a Walmart.
Listen. You better watch your whore mouth.
Silence.
Yeah.
Jose, you have the floor.
I'm gonna have to go with Hangman Page.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. I can go with that.
I mean,
the Cowboys been getting it.
No, he really has. He's definitely been, out there, giving us his cowboy shit and won the Battle Royal first pay-per-view, had a damn good match with Jericho where he almost became first champion, has some great matches with Pac. I
should have won in my opinion, but that's just me.
Yeah, I can give you that. I almost want to go with Pac, but I can't because he's an elf from Narnia. So we're gonna move past him.
Mighty Mouse.
That's very heightest of you, sir.
Narnia.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 6'4". I tower over him. I'd look like fucking Braun Strowman. You gonna get these hands?
This is not the other show.
Why are you talking about that shit show?
I know. I gotta stop that. I'm sorry. I'm crazy. But I did, Pac comes to mind, but you know what? Considering she's not here and we played his music, you know what? I'm gonna go with Moxley. Fuck it. I mean, this dude came in at, Double or Nothing, laid out Jericho and Kenny Omega after the main event, made a huge impact. He's been rolling over people. I still don't think he's actually lost a match. He's got a draw, but he hasn't actually lost a match yet.
No,
and outside of Jericho, he's probably the biggest, hottest name in that company. So I got to go with Moxley. I love you, Jericho. You're the GOAT. But Mox has got it in my book.
My favorite spot was when he put himself through the table. That was awesome.
Hey, Hope and I would both say Moxley, and she can't be here, so that's for you, girl.
Very solid point.
But yeah, that's the first set of top rope awards that we've thrown out there. Now let's move into almost a very similar. Who would be your female wrestler of the year?
Oh, this is a lot harder.
Yeah, this one's tough. I have a couple of ideas if you want me to go first, but if not, somebody just.
Wow. I'd have to say Sheeta. Even though she hasn't been on Dynamite much, but if you really, Chris Statlander just came out. She's been friggin' amazing.
Mm-hmm. No, I would probably go with. I would probably go with Sheeta myself.
Sheeta. She's been the most impressive.
Yeah. That's who I was gonna say, so I'm gonna give you.
Hey, that's pretty
good. Okay, who's next?
What do you got, Jose?
I guess I'll go with Adam Cole's girlfriend.
Britt Baker, huh?
Because that's all she reminds me of anyways, because order her.
Never forget the challenge.
Oh my god.
That's a good pick.
Britt Baker.
It's solid. I can't knock you for it.
I'm not really fond of their women's division. Kenny.
All right. We'll leave it.
Kenny sold us on that one.
We're gonna be positive about AEW now. Come on.
We gotta tell the truth.
I personally am a fan of my local girl herself, Nyla Rose. That was probably obvious of me, but I mean, I like her. I wish they used her more, but I appreciate her heel ways. I have a fondness of heels, so I like how she's just rampaging through and just doing whatever,
No, especially these last couple of weeks since she came out on Dark and like destroyed 2 people in a tag match where she never tagged out, and then she's just been running through competition. Like she was gonna be my next pick beyond Sheeta, so I like that one. Definitely got some good women. The division itself is building. They've added a few people. We might talk about that, but that transitions me into if we had to give out a male rising star of the year award, like a name you weren't.
MJF.
Ugh.
This one I'm going with.
To no one's surprise.
Dude, who's like seriously though? It's on fire. And before All In, did you guys know who MJF was?
Yes.
I did.
You
Heard of him?
stop.
I watched MLW, Princess.
Stop.
Yeah.
Seriously though. But I mean, if you stop and think about it, most of the people out there, a lot of people don't watch MLW.
But that could be
Right?
said about a lot of their roster, though. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I saw Marco Stunt come out. I lost my mind because I'd seen the kid at local promotions here.
Right.
Not everybody knew who he was.
That's my pick right there too. Just to
But
mess
the
with Bruce.
dude the
Wait,
dude
wait.
Because
Hold up.
many others.
Let Bruce finish, and then we'll get into Jose's stuff because I'm afraid of what he just said. Go ahead, Bruce.
I mean, the guy he's got everyone captivated right now. And when AEW kicked off, not a lot of people knew about him except for like the marks like us. But
Right.
a lot of people didn't really know about him. He just came out and fucking blew up, dude.
Yeah.
I remember when AEW first off, they were shitting on him about the blue check mark on fucking Twitter. Ever since he got on AEW and the show's kicked off and he's blown up, that motherfucker got a blue check
Right.
mark. AEW came. The dude is fantastic on the mic. He's fantastic in the ring. Are in AEW and professional wrestling. Period. Best fucking heel out there. Changed my mind.
I can't because honestly, he is probably the best heel in the business right now. He's the best heel on the mic right now. I wish he would either stop or learn how to do a crossroads. That's my only knock on the guy. and outside of that, he's very good. Let's. I kind of agree with your pick. I have something different, but Jose blurted something out, so we're gonna let him run with this one because you said who exactly?
Oh, you said the rising star. It's Marco Stunt.
Ah.
He gets the crowd
Wow.
going every time he comes out.
Oh.
I mean,
I want to reach through the screen and fucking choke you right now.
That's how I
he's
feel
not-
when I see MJF come out
he's-
with his Walmart scarf.
He's not wrong though, because like whether you love him or hate him, Marco seems to get like one of those extreme responses where like people love him and they can't get enough of him, or they hate him and they want to see him get the crap beat out of him. But you watch.
It's because they
Either
love
way,
seeing
you
8-year-olds get the shit kicked out of them. They love seeing 8-year-olds get the shit beat out of them.
He is
Hey.
a petite 22-year-old young man.
Hey, my 8-year-old is bigger than Marco. Okay.
I'm bigger than Marco. Are you kidding me? I literally know this.
But, oh, he's so cute. But okay. So, Wendy, do you have
Not
somebody
a
for us,
fan.
or would you like me to go next?
I'm gonna give it up to Jungle Jack actually, keeping the Jurassic Express rolling.
I know exactly who does.
I'm gonna give it to him. He's been doing great, and I think this match that he has with Jericho coming up, as we said, is gonna be great for him.
All right. Yeah, I think it will be too. I mean, it's a good pick. I have a few names in mind, but the one that sticks out is the one that we all know and love that my wife nicknamed the Gothic Peter Pan himself,
I
Darby
knew it.
motherfucking Allen.
Indeed.
Just that man. From the minute that time limit draw with Cody, the match with Jericho, all the crazy stuff with Janela and with Jimmy Havoc, I mean, he's just been on fire. Even getting
Dude,
hurt,
it's over.
and being out for a couple weeks, people were more worried about where he was than where anybody was on television. It was crazy. I love the guy. I think he's got a huge future. I think this match coming up on Wednesday with him and Cody going up against the Butcher and the Blade could just steal the entire show. It could be amazing. So I got to give it up to Darby Allin. I think, you're going places, kid. Get rid of the Daisy Dukes is all I can say.
Yo, what about this? What about the stipulation that Darby added in that match? He said, Cody, if we pick up the win, I get my rematch.
Ooh.
I saw that.
Now I wanted to win. I really do.
It's going to end with him knocking Cody out with a skateboard.
Ooh. That would be sweet.
I do like
Cody's
that.
just had it, dude, these last couple months, man. That poor dude's had it rough. He deserves it, though.
He really has had it rough, but I like where Jose's going, so I got to give him the.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Like I'll give it credit when it's due. And now I know most of the division is kind of still building and new, but if we had to pick, because we had some names that we were floating around, if we had to pick a rising star out of the female division, where would you go there?
Y'all are going to hate my answer.
Uh-oh. Let's get Jose's in, get it out the way.
I'd go with
Nyla Rose.
I'm not hating that.
She needs improvement.
Okay, I'm not hating that. I'm really not.
For as great as I think she is, and as much as I love her, like, she probably could use a little work. She's a little rough.
I mean, she's still a little bit of a greenhorn, so I get it. I could see her being either one, like Wendy said, female competitor of the year or rising star. I mean, it's still a big thing for the DC native and native and Native American native. So
Okay.
Man, props Nyla, we love you. Who's next?
Don't all speak at once.
I was gonna say, I hear that Awesome Kong is pretty good. She's kind of new. No, I'm kidding. No, if I had
She hasn't been in the ring.
I know she's just done her little squashes and hair collections and that kind of stuff. If I had to give up like a rising star, I'd probably say, because it's close, I want to say Shanna because she's been very good, but I'm gonna go with B. Priestley because she has been in since last summer. She's been in some amazing matches. She's got a great look, a great gimmick. She's a very good worker in the ring. She needs a little bit. She's still a little green, but I think she's got a ton of potential. So B. Priestley. And also I kind of picked her because on top of that, she's she's a little hot. That's all I'm saying. She's on top of everything else, she's just a little I can't reach the fan. Damn it. All right, so we got Wendy left, and we got the high class Mark over here. Who wants to go next?
I'm gonna give it up to Big Swole.
Okay.
Some good work, and I think she's full of potential. I think she can go places. I would love to one day see her as champ.
That'd be
Great story too.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
oh,
I was
yeah,
just about to bring up that undesirable to undeniable segment they did on her on Dark. Had me like
Tears.
it looked like I was crying, but I wasn't crying. I swear.
I was definitely bawling like a punk ass. Not gonna lie.
I'm not crying. No, it really did though. Like,
don't look at me.
I don't. It's allergies. I swear.
In the middle of winter.
Seasonal. Okay.
So my rising star in the female division is gonna be Shanna. Like yeah. No, it's Shanna, dude. Like her first match she had was insane, amazing, and then when she came out and went after Nyla Rose on Dark, and I mean she got fucking destroyed, but still that's gonna be her next feud. At the beginning of the year when Nyla's off of suspension, and that feud's actually going to be pretty freaking awesome. Shanna's probably going to carry the feud in the match wise, but it's going to be good, and she's going to be something huge. And she's fine as fuck.
Oh yeah. I gotta. Woo. She's another one. Like, oh, I'm not crying anymore. Now I'm sweating. Woo. I mean, no, she's. Whew. Just a little bit. And yeah, when she came on the scene, I had never really heard of her. I saw her come out on Dark. And then I saw her wrestle, and I was like, wow. You know, like, she's definitely got a lot of skill. She's probably ahead of the great, because I only think she's been doing this for a few years now, but it doesn't seem that way when you see her in a ring. So, yeah, that's a good one, too. Now, we can continue these awards because we still have, we got one category left. And then we may do some predicting because we have a couple of keep it or kill it's. And after that, man, it's just pretty much like, well, we're out of here.
Free for all, man. We got some free talk to do, man. There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, but let's get the stuff we've got in and get that out of the way first. So now, if we were to hand out a top rope award for AEW Tag Team of the Year, who would you give it to?
Private Party.
Oh.
Hands down, dude. Private Party knocking off the Bucks, dude. They've been nothing short of amazing. Don't get me wrong. I like the Blade and the Butcher, but they just came on the scene. Private Party's been killing it since day one. Them guys are straight off the hook.
Yeah. No, I will definitely give you that. That was actually going to be my answer.
My second answer is Wardlow and MJF.
Of course.
They haven't even had a match.
Even though they haven't had a tag match. Wardlow hasn't even debuted yet. He's the new
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, they say AEW needs big men. I say AEW needs to put their big men in the ring because Luchasaurus was injured. Hager hasn't debuted. You know, Wardlow hasn't debuted. You know, they got some big men. They just haven't shown a whole lot of them because either they've been hurt or they got MMA debuts coming up or MMA matches coming up or they just, you know, look too good in a suit. I don't know. I knew she was going to say that.
Wendy.
What? I'm sorry. Wardlow in the suit? Ooh. I'm like,
Yes.
how fast is that? I don't know. I don't know.
Give her some air. Get
her the fan.
Girl.
Where's the fan?
Ooh, Lord.
And she got that fleece unicorn onesie on, and she's sweating like crazy. Just, oh, where's my drink? Whew.
I'll tell you.
Got me over here percolating.
All right.
Yeah, let's get
Need to collect myself.
Yeah, let's let you collect yourself. Let's get Jose and give us a tag team of the year, if you will.
I'm just gonna go with the Lucha Bros because they're amazing.
Damn it! I should have went first. Everybody keeps taking my answers.
No fear.
No, you know what? It's all great, and I had like a top 3 prepared, and I've already had 2, so I'm gonna go back to the default, and I'm gonna give it up to the tag champs on this one, SCU. Like they've been absolutely incredible. I mean, the storyline they had in the tag tournament with Daniels getting taken out and Sky having to come in and then, you know, winning and then
He did it with one shoe.
Yeah, with one shoe.
Jeans.
Man.
One shoe
jeans.
and skinny jeans. I mean, I can't walk in skinny jeans. This man was pulling, you know,
People I wear that can barely manage.
springboards and rolling cutters, and I'm like, wow, that in itself, that's an impressive feat. I mean, that's almost as impressive as like when Orange Cassidy has his hands in his pockets and he dives over the top rope head first. Like I don't understand that gimmick worth a damn, but that's hard to do.
Everybody does. I don't think even he understands his own gimmick.
But yeah, I mean, they've just been incredible from the very jump. I'm loving that they have the tag titles, but they don't do this whole Freebird rules stuff. Like, no, Sky and Kaz, they're the tag champs.
I appreciate that.
Daniels is with them, but we're not doing this interchangeable crap. Like, that's because, you know, that's the big hot, like, trending.
Is Daniel still injured?
No.
Yeah.
So
no, he came back too early.
And that's why he ended up the fallen angel on his ass on a ramp against Pentagon Jr. because it came back
in the ring.
It wasn't because he came back too early. Everybody got that? Yeah, but regardless, I think SCU would probably take it from me. And from there, I think we should
Wendy.
I'm collected enough.
Wendy.
I'm gonna keep this express going, and I'm gonna give it up to Marco and Jungle Boy. I'm all about them. When Luchasaurus was out, they held their own. They went in, they did their matches, and they showed that they can wrestle. They can do their thing. Like Luchasaurus is not someone that they depend on entirely, and they're able to hold their own. So I give them respect for that. Like they may be on the smaller end of the spectrum, but you know what? They got in there, balls to the wall, did their thing.
And I wanted to give the up and comer to Luchasaurus because I love that guy, and I think he's like a crazy hybrid talent for a big man. Like the kicks that he does, the way he can do like standing moonsaults and all this crazy shit. Like he's great. We need to see more of him first though, because he was out for like weeks with an injury. He just got back a couple weeks ago. Otherwise, he might have jumped Darby in my category. Because I think he could eat Darby, but that's neither here nor there.
He's a herbivore.
I was about to say, isn't he?
He's a herbivore.
Oh, okay.
He's not a carnivore. He's a herbivore.
Oh, well, that makes sense because he doesn't have the little short T-Rex arms. So, yeah. Could you imagine big old dude with the short little T-Rex
That's specious,
arms?
bro. That's specious.
Yeah.
I know. Dinosaurs have been held down for like 85 billion years. It's terrible.
Yes,
It's 2019, Dom. It's 2019.
I apologize. I don't know what I was thinking.
The
Again,
Luchasaurus hears that.
I'm
he's gonna
ashamed.
Rip your head off.
I apologize. Now, getting into the next Keep It or Kill It, this one I think is actually kind of interesting. It could, looking ahead into the future, Cody, like his wife Brandy, will start his own Nightmare Collective. Keep it or kill it.
Kill it.
Kill it.
All right, one at a time.
Technically, didn't he already do that?
He did, but not in AEW. So that's what we're talking about here. We've seen Brandy.
They mentioned the Nightmare Family in AEW.
They've mentioned, but here's the thing.
And that's also who came out to help him against the Circle.
The only two people in the Nightmare Family that actually wrestle at that moment was MJF and Cody.
Right. I mean, DDP's had a couple little backstage brawls and moments, but, nothing else.
DDP said he's not getting back in the ring.
For all we know, Darby could be joining.
No.
Doubt it. But, yeah.
If they give him a stable, I don't want it to be like the Brandy thing, which they could actually work on that. This was a whole conversation I had with someone else, but I'll save that for another day. But I hope they don't call it like the Nightmare Family or something corny. I hope they give it a different name and have like a good, well-rounded group of people.
Right.
Yeah, it's called The Elite.
Well, that was already in existence.
The Elite has kind of been getting the shit kicked out of them since AEW started.
The Elite don't need to go the Bullet Club route.
Here's the thing. They're doing that to set the stage for everybody else in the company. But once everything's like fully set, you're gonna see the Elite come back in full force.
No, I think first we'll see the original three come back.
Okay. I mean, we've
It'll
seen
be
that
Kenny
off
and the
on.
Bucks.
Yeah, we've seen the Bucks start to bounce back a little. We've seen Kenny start to bounce back a little, but we still have Cody. Kind of
Cody's been getting beaten like a redheaded stepchild.
Every chance. Some people are lining up in AEW to shit on Cody. It's ridiculous.
He makes it
Cody's
so
in
easy,
the Cody's probably sitting in the production meetings looking at Tony Khan and the Bucks and Kenny are like,
who can beat my ass?
Stop having me get my ass kicked. Please let me not get my ass beat this week.
I liked Wendy's idea last week where Cody's gonna come out and cut this big hard times promo on his current state of affairs. Like, yo, Jericho, you've been putting me through some hard times. Then MJF kicked me in the balls. There were some hard times.
And then his brother comes out and beats his ass.
Right?
Honestly, that's the
private plane, hard times.
Like now that I hear it again, that's exactly the route they're going. It really is. That's the route they're going.
Right. It seems to be. I mean, if I don't have a crystal ball or anything, but if you looked in it, it seems
He's
as
gonna
if
cut the promo in a polka dotted shirt. Watch.
No, that's not his style.
That would be funny. But
he's gonna be a smart ass.
A black suit with the lining of polka dots. That would be.
He's gonna be a smart ass.
All right, so we actually posed this to the group as well, and I think Wendy's got the results of it.
I do actually.
As far as
70%
there's my cat.
to keep it.
I'm sorry, what was it?
75% to keep it.
75.
Percent voted to
That's-
keep it.
Oh,
Should
that's
have had
hot.
a nice segue
That's
there.
Wow.
Mhm.
See, again, this is why we have a discussion group, because we don't always see, exactly eye to eye, but we'll sit around and we'll cut it up with you. We'll ask why. We'll tell you why we feel the way that we feel. And sometimes people change their minds, sometimes they don't. But that's just the way it goes. It's called a discussion group for a reason. There's talk in the title for a reason. We'll talk to you about it. We'll discuss this kind of shit. If we don't see eye to eye, whatever, next topic. And our next topic is actually a semi-interesting keep it or kill it, because last week on Dynamite, there were pictures, and I think he might have even got on TV, Teddy Hart in the front row at AEW with his cat, which is ironic because my cat just showed up too. Like, hi. As I'm talking to you, she crawls up on the couch, so she must have known we were going into Teddy Hart. Like, fuck Mr. Velvet, okay? No. But the question was, Teddy Hart, since being released from MLW, will sign with AEW. Keep it or kill it.
Keep it.
Oh, that's hot.
And I'm only saying keep it. Well, I mean the dude's an amazing talent, but he's gonna have more creative freedom in AEW, and ROH isn't doing so hot because I know he showed up at their show. He's playing his cards smart, showing up at all these different shows. Like
Oh
look,
yeah,
I'm here, I've been here.
Yeah,
But
100.
it's his way of saying let the bidding war begin.
At
You know what I mean?
At the end of the day, Teddy Hart's going to go to AEW, and we will see the Hart Foundation by mid-year next year in AEW.
Ooh, I wouldn't mind that at all.
I like the sound of that. Yeah,
All right, so what say you, Baby Yoda? Would you like to keep this one or kill it?
I like to keep it. I like to see where they go with it and what they
Oh,
do.
that's hot. That's hot.
I want to see how much freedom they give him and how much control will he have of his his gimmick, his persona, his everything, like his storyline.
Will they finally say, Teddy, get rid of the fucking romper? That's what I want to say.
No one should wear rompers.
No one. All right, now let's get Jose's take on this, because he looks like he's got this weird grin going on. You trying to keep this one or kill it?
I say keep it, and I say he joins the inner circle, and I think Bruce is gonna like my idea. He joins the inner circle by taking out Sammy.
That's hot.
Ooh.
Oh, but he's the one telling me I'm putting everybody in a faction, right?
That's the first time he's done it.
But then he did it.
You do it every
You know what?
episode.
I do not.
You do too. You do it
The
every
last
episode.
the last one I said was Seth was going to join up with AOP. And guess what happened? Silence.
Bro,
You did it again, Dom.
my blind grandmother saw that coming from 80 miles away.
Well, then don't complain that I just make factions when I'm right.
No, you put people in factions that
Exactly,
aren't going
Dom.
to be there.
Sips
So
my
how's
tea.
MJF doing in the inner circle, Dom? How's MJF doing in the inner circle,
I did
Dom?
say, hey,
How's
hey.
he doing in the inner circle,
You
Dom?
did say. You did
Look,
say.
do you want me to go back to episode 1 and post it in the group so everybody can hear that shit?
Or you
sorry,
can just go to YouTube.
I didn't say I was always right. I said
Look,
when
go-
the last time we brought it up, you said, "Oh, you put
Look
everybody,"
up Top
and I
Rope
don't.
Wrestling Talk. Go to episode 1, and you can see what we're talking about. Where Dom said MJF was going to join the
And
inner
you will
circle.
also see
he said it in episode 2 and
silence
3.
Mark. You will also see in episode 1 where I said Finn Balor will stand on his own, and then
Shut up about the other
you
company.
told me
Shut
Just like
up.
the
Shut up.
well, then stop bringing it up.
Jen?
I'm
You
bringing up
Told me I
AEW.
put it in the faction. I didn't. You can see
Bring it
that
up.
on episode 1 too, folks.
I'm bringing up AEW, pal.
So now back to
Circle back to
AEW.
Hey, boo-boo.
I would probably make it unanimous here, and I will say keep it.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Because when you look at Teddy and you know where he's been, and he's kind of burned bridges in other places, and I think really it's going to come down to AEW or Impact, and then it comes down to who's got the pocket, who's got that bank account that can just offer him a ton of money and snatch him.
AEW.
And there you go. The Khan family in AEW reigns supreme in that category. So I think he's going to end up in AEW as well. Now, I don't remember this one exactly, but I think our group might have said the opposite. Let's go to Wendy and find out.
Sorry, let me.
She's like, oh, crap.
The Muppets were on parade.
66% said kill it.
Wow.
Yeah, right.
I want answers. I do too. I want explanations. People.
There may be some people who think he's going to end up in Impact or want to see him in ROH because there are a lot of other places he could land. But I don't think anybody can pay him as much and allow him to have the freedom and the schedule that AEW can. So it boils down to that for me, and people can disagree if they'd like. Just come to Top Rope Wrestling Talk on Facebook or leave the comments below and tell us why you think Teddy Hart would sign somewhere else. We'll be happy to
don't
listen.
forget to like and subscribe either.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that little thumbs up, give us a nice review, whatever you might like to do. We appreciate it all. Anything is better than nothing, so please come find us, come follow us, come do we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, you name it. Just look up Top Rope Wrestling Talk. We are everywhere.
Can we please talk about the fucking Dark Order and those creepy ass fucking promos?
Do we have to?
Yes. Because here's the
What's
thing.
creepy about them?
Dude.
Everything?
They're kind of like making fun of the Purge-ish.
They really are. But the thing is like they've been over the last few weeks they've been having these video segments and montages and they're getting people in. If you saw last week, one of the Beaver Boys were chilling in the friggin' room and the dude started talking to him. So here's my question. Do you think the Beaver Boys will be the first people swayed to join the Dark Order?
I think only one of them is going. The one that was watching the video.
Yeah,
that's what only going to be one of them.
It's only going to be one of them.
Watching in the hotel room, he's going to join the Dark Order. The other one will not. And they'll be pitted against each other on like an episode of Dark or Dynamite or something. That would actually be pretty cool.
I was actually talking about this with someone else last night. We were saying what I was saying. You know how they started to do this whole thing with Marco Stunt and the blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Nowhere. I was like, done. Would have been great if they'd have done it almost like when they had the Wyatt family getting into
Daniel Bryan.
Into other dudes' heads. So it would be great if they had it like that, where they had like the Dark Order getting into Marco Stunt's head and just kind of like creepily getting into him, and they extended that storyline a little bit longer instead of just like, and it's over,
Well, we don't know that it's
exactly
over. We don't know it's over.
They killed it.
Not
necessarily. What if he's
so that Jurassic Express had to
they basically used it
and like bring back and deprogram him.
For all we know,
they basically
it just takes
used
one special word and Marco just snaps.
Yeah, but they basically used it to get Luchasaurus to return and save Buddy, and then they kind of went away from it. They could come back to it later. That would be kind of cool. Like you just see little backstage segments where they kind of come and get in Marco's ear, or like
Marco's a sleeper cell, bro.
where they try to hold the mask up to him, and
cell.
Everybody else comes in, but eventually he turns.
Bologna sandwich, and he's gonna like go ballistic on Luchasaurus or something.
They're gonna say like 5'9", and he's just gonna snap and grab the mask. You must be this tall. Triggered. Mask.
But no, I think it's getting interesting now that they're trying to recruit, because it now, like before they started this whole recruitment process, it was like, okay.
Well, I hope they've
got
a
cult. And that's what it seems like they're doing with the video segments and stuff that they're recruiting. They're actually trying to make a stable by the sound.
Can we have a moment of silence for that poor fat guy that just wanted friends in the vignette and ended up getting sacrificed?
Oh, you got it.
Hashtag fat kids need love too.
I had that. Oh God. Sorry, delayed reaction. But I had that moment from like Zombieland in my head where I could just hear Columbus saying, "Poor fat bastard." But yeah, so there's. But yeah, that oh god, every time I see it, it's like between the kind of work orientation like videos that they have where they're trying to
Yeah.
persuade you, and then like the meetings in like little itty bitty conference rooms where everybody's sitting in folding chairs, and even by the fire where they're asking them questions and giving them the mask. It's just the whole thing just cringes me out, like instant butthole pucker. Just
It is awesome.
It's awesome. It really is.
It's
I wish it was creepier.
right.
It might get that way. We're not done with it yet, so it could get creepier. I'm trying to remember. Wendy compared their masks to something else, and I can't
Pulp
remember.
Fiction.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Gimp.
It's called him the Gimp
Gimp.
Crew. But I
Yep.
do wish we could see the Gimps wrestle. Like if they put him up against somebody that, like, what's his name, the main Gimp and the bald guy thinkers like beneath them, then they could be like, oh no, we're not gonna waste our time. Gimps, handle our shit. For us.
That's how they can bring Marco into it. Marco's a gimp because you never see them in the same spot at the same time.
He's an obvious one though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of obvious with the
That would be
2'4".
cool though if they had like a couple of jobbers and
You just need to suspend your imagination.
and you got like Stu Grayson and Evil Uno standing there, and they just look at the Gimps and go, nah, care of the light work, and like two of them go in and just kick the crap out of them.
That's beneath us. Let someone else deal with
Right?
it.
Like,
That would be a great feud for them and the Bucks.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yes,
that would
it
make a
would.
great feud for them and the Bucks. Because they're like, look, you guys say you're the best tag team, but we ain't got time for you. Go get them.
Well, y'all aren't worth our time.
It could work for Private Party too. Like, oh, you guys beneath us, minions.
Yeah. Gimp Crew, do your duties.
Gimp Crew.
So
Bring me a bologna sandwich. Marco flips. Dang.
You must
There's
be
a-
this tall.
there's a couple more things that I got that I want to discuss with you guys.
Go for it, dude.
I'm getting ready to if you let me lead into it.
Do it.
All right, first thing, Orange Cassidy. I'm doing this for my boy John in group because he is the biggest orange mark that I friggin' know.
Yeah, we call him Lime Cassidy.
Lime Cassidy. So here's the thing. We've all seen the man in the indies. The dude can friggin' go.
Right.
The gimmick, I don't know what's more over, Orange Cassidy or the question mark. I don't know. It's a close call.
Ooh.
He does nothing, and the crowd goes fucking crazy. I love it.
He just has to give you that little
eh.
that little half thumbs up.
Because he gives no fucks.
He doesn't. He doesn't. And I can't wait. I can't wait until he actually has his first singles in-ring match
Oh
to
my
actually
god.
show all these fucking haters that this dude can go.
I just thought of the greatest segment ever that AEW could do.
Okay.
If Jericho is still the
That
champion.
came out of nowhere.
If Jericho is still the champion, they can have another non-title match. And it's Jericho versus Orange Cassidy. And Orange Cassidy brings out his list of 1,000 holds.
There you go.
Yeah.
Would be
I can
hilarious.
see that. I can
You get the
see
you get the
that.
full on Orange Cassidy thumbs up from me.
What are your guys' thoughts on freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy?
Oh man, it's like I love him and I don't know exactly why I love him, but I do. Like it confuses the hell out of me. He comes in with those itty bitty kicks, just the meh, meh,
Oh,
and
those
people
the
are
most
like,
devastating super
and-
kicks in
and-
the world.
exactly.
Yep.
I'm laughing, I'm screaming, my God, he's broken in half. Like it's ridiculous. But at the same time as it's happening, I'm thinking, why am I watching this? And yet I can't turn away. So I got to give him credit where it's due. I know it's a crazy gimmick. I know it probably hasn't been done before. But I still kind of love the hell out of it. I really do. Not as much as John does, but
No one loves it as much as John. It's a pretty gimmick. It's interesting, I guess. No, it's not really interesting. It's funny. I'll give him that. I don't see it being a very long-term thing. I don't know how to explain it. Like, me personally, I've kind of lost interest in it. At first, I was like, oh man, this is funny shit. Now I'm like, is he ever going to do anything? I'm losing interest. But I lose interest in things quickly, so I'm like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just bored of it already. I don't know.
She's living that ADD lifestyle, like, I'm just done.
That ADHD kicks in, and I'm like, and lost interest. Next. Yeah.
But I actually want to see him in a ring on Dynamite. Like, not just a little appearance or a move or two. I want to see him actually get in the ring and have a match in this gimmick and show people what he's capable of and what the whole, what the whole package is.
Is he capable of something?
The dude's amazing.
Oh, yeah, because if you watched him on the indies, he's actually quite good. It's just, it's something we haven't seen yet.
It's the slow build with Orange Cassidy. Literally, the slow build.
I'll trust you guys.
Oh, hold on.
Jose, what do you got on Orange Cassidy?
Wait a minute, before that, the slow build.
It's all that pulp. I can't wait to see him win a title because I want to see how he's going to put it on without using his hands.
He's going to wear it around his neck.
He's going to do kind of like Pete Dunne and just put it in his mouth.
Just like carry it.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
That's too much work.
Well, he obviously dresses himself. So he could just hang it.
That fucking shirt he has, when it's a picture of him wearing a shirt with a picture of him on it, is fucking stunning.
I do love that.
Amazing.
That
like
shirt is awesome.
It's like, do you remember that old episode of Beavis and Butthead where I think Beavis talked about getting a butt-shaped tattoo of a butt on his butt? This is the exact same thing, wrestling style.
Oh, shit. Pretty much, yeah.
It's cool though. It's definitely cool.
I may have to like YouTube his old matches to get a better idea of what he's like in ring. But right now in AEW, I'm losing interest. But again,
I mean, hell, if the dick flips can get over Orange Cassidy.
Thank you.
But like the ADHD kicks in, and then I'm just like, well, time for something else. So,
I mean, you make a great point though, Jose. I mean, that kind of hits the nail on the head. Like, anything can get over, but you got to have him in a ring, and you got to stop like just putting this off and popping him out here, there, and everywhere, and just let people see what he can do. Because it's getting a little stale at this point. I'm not saying Wendy's wrong. Like, I do enjoy seeing him, but after a while, I'm like, all right, is he actually going to fight someone? Like, is he going to get in a ring? Is he going to do something other than walk out behind the best friends, or be standing randomly in a bathroom while Santana and Ortiz and the Bucks are fighting? Like, they bust the door open and there he is.
No, you're too high.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Like, I feel like they just want to use him as like the comedy right now.
And that makes sense. But eventually I would like to see him in a ring, is all I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sure we will. Now, speaking of best friends and Orange Cassidy and titles, what do you guys think? Because here's the thing. We know AEW needs to bring at least one or two more titles to the show. Just to keep some interest. Not some interest, but, just to have spotlights on other guys and women. So, what do you think is going to come first? A singles title or the 6-man title? Which title do you think AEW is going to pull out first? A 6-man or another singles title?
This one is tough. It's almost a push because they have so many like three or more person factions that they could start a 6-man tag title tournament tomorrow and fill it in 5 minutes. But considering they only have like quarterly pay-per-views at the moment, and Jericho only fights so much, as we've already seen. I would like to see them get a television title.
That's what I was thinking.
Because you're predominantly like most of your action, most of what happens in AEW happens on TNT, or on YouTube. So why not have a television title that's defended every week on TNT, have a tournament for that, and put some of these guys that we were talking about as far as up and coming talents like Darby and MJF and whatever in this tournament, and let them just have like these crazy matches to determine who's going to become the first.
MJF got the ring. He don't need anything else.
Well, he
he's
can have
getting
a
title.
ring and a belt.
That's his title.
No.
Kiss it.
One, you better kiss his.
I
ring when he
mean,
comes
my
near
man
you.
Cody, he
Copying
had a
Cody.
ring
That's all he's doing.
and a title. So if he
No
wants to,
shit.
go that route, 2 and 2 is 4. If they have a TV title and he wins it, now he's got both, just like Cody did back in that other place.
Little rebuttal. I got a little rebuttal to the TV title. So I like the idea of the TV title being, defended every week on TV. That's how a TV title is supposed to be. But here's the thing. You very rarely, very, very rarely, I'm not saying that it hasn't happened or it doesn't happen, see someone in action in multiple weeks on Dynamite. Like you may see someone 2 weeks in a row on the main show, but you won't see them. You usually don't see them the third week. So if you get a damn good TV champ, that means they're gonna go. That one person's gonna go stale. And like we talked about in episode 1, AEW has a way of making you miss their talent. They have a way of making you miss them and want them to come back to TV. And when they come back to TV, it's like, oh my God, I freaking forgot they. It's like holy shit. So
no, that's true. That's very true.
A TV title in itself being defended every week could hinder what they're doing and how they're building their roster and everything. But another title, because someone in management over there hates mid-card title. I'm not going to say who it is. Shirts on the guy over there. Doesn't like the word mid-card title. So I could see another singles title, but not a television title that's going to be defended every week.
I don't know, man. I think it could be good for them because even if they didn't put it on TNT, they could always run it on Dark on YouTube. So it's something. It gives people another reason to tune in to either show, and maybe even because they've discussed, but it hasn't happened yet. They've discussed putting another show on TBS. And that could also give you a way that you could bounce these back and forth and kind of set up, like, all right, this week he's defending on TNT, or next week TBS, that kind of stuff. Give him a little more time, give people a few more options. In the future, it could be a good thing for that company.
I think it's too early for the second show. I think it's too.
Oh, I didn't say it was happening right away. I just said there have been reports and talks of another show getting onto TBS in the future. I don't know when.
Yeah, I hope it's further down the road, like 2 years or so, because right now it's too soon. It would be overload. Not really overload, but like.
Hey, that's what they could call the show. Welcome to AEW Overload on TBS.
But I mean, if you stop and you really, really, really look at their men's roster, it's not that big, because you've got your men's roster, you've got your tag roster, and then you've got your women's roster.
Right.
Take everyone that is in a tag team that's in the singles, that wrestle singles, and take them out. They really don't have a gigantic men's division.
True, but even with that division that they have, they still have guys who have yet to debut.
Mm-hmm.
So
who? Besides Wardlow,
we don't know.
Wardlow, Hager. There's a few.
There are some.
Orange Cassidy is one.
There's
of
some
them
that we don't know yet either.
There may even. I was just about to say that Jose.
Marty.
That too. I mean,
Flip.
we. Well,
they're
I don't know
both
about
with,
that one.
Well, Flip's with Ring of Honor.
I don't know about Flip, but we do
and
have
Marty's with. Well, we all know where Marty is.
No. That doesn't mean that he's completely with.
Oh yeah, because they feel
them.
That's yeah, gotcha.
There is someone else who's become free just recently, or at least it seems if you pay attention to his Twitter. So I actually have a bonus keep it or kill it. Broken Matt Hardy will sign with AEW. Keep it or kill it.
Oh, kill it. Only. Hold on. Don't hit the buzzer.
Well, you said it.
Well, he won't go to AEW without Jeff.
I don't know, man. Because if you pay it, like obviously I'm a Twitter.
He went to Ring of Honor.
He went to ROH.
All right, fucking
without...
keep it. You convinced me.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
And not only that, he's actually putting out these YouTube videos now where he's kind of christened himself as the broken one. And he's even got the last one. He actually got himself like a sparring / tag team partner. I mean, it was crazy, but you know, and if he's out there and he's looking for a nice payday because he just had another baby and a nice schedule, you know, 3 kids are hard to keep up with. You ought to know that, Bruce.
Yeah, I know that life.
You got more kids than all of us put together, so you ought to know that. But if I had to pick, it seems like the perfect place for him to land, so I'd say keep it.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Wendy?
I'm going to say keep it. I want it to happen.
Oh,
I do too.
That's hot.
Jose?
I'm going to say kill it just because I am tired of them looking like TNA in the beginning and hiring every goddamn WWE superstar.
That is something else that I need to talk to you fuckers about.
Also, wouldn't Matt Hardy be considered one of the old timers that all the other people keep complaining about that keep showing up on shows?
We're gonna always
yeah. So here's my question for all of you and everyone that watches and everybody that's listening and everyone on our Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it so bad for AEW to sign an unemployed wrestler that works for WWE, right? Why is it so bad? But it's okay for the other company to go out and steal all these guys from these other companies, and it's, oh my God, so-and-so's here. Oh my God, so-and-so.
Okay.
Why?
I'm going to tell you right now.
Because it's the same fucking thing.
I don't think it's a bad thing at all because there is no, all is fair in love and Wednesday Night Wars. So if AEW wants to run out and sign Jericho and sign Hager and get Dustin Rhodes and all these guys, let them, because A, they need those kind of names to build, just the general public audience, and B, these guys are still pretty damn good. I mean, Jericho's a damn good wrestler. Hager, when he finally does get in the ring, can show you he can go. Dustin Rhodes is amazing. I mean, he's probably in better shape now than he's been in 10 years. And when he gets in the ring, it shows. He actually has his passion back for the business, kind of like Moxley. So, let them go out and sign these guys. Let them sign Matt Hardy. I want to see that whole broken gimmick. I really do. There's nothing wrong with these guys doing it. It's the same thing as if WWE goes out and drags all these indie guys from ROH or whatever over to NXT and eventually to their main rosters. It's the same thing when Impact goes and says, oh, look, Lucha Underground shut down. Let's sign everyone.
I'm glad you brought up Impact because that is exactly the reason. It's because for 15 years, TNA has been doing it and has every single time TNA does it, they get shit on. The TNA fans are pissed, and they're going to go after AEW every single time AEW does it. That's just how the game is. That's how it's going to be.
Well, the game needs to change. That's all I'm saying.
There's always going to be somebody who's going to say shit about whatever someone else is doing. You can't make everyone happy, and people are always going to have something to say and grumble about. I mean, if they're not happy with whatever's happening, fuck it. Change the channel, watch something else, and quit your fucking crying,
Oh, but if they change the channel, they feel like they can't bitch.
Well,
good!
Suck the fuck shit.
Good! Like,
it shouldn't matter who wrestles where.
It shouldn't.
I just want to watch people get.
I don't care as long as the wrestling is good. Damn it.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you.
As long as I can enjoy it, I don't care where somebody signs. I don't care where they're on TV, YouTube or otherwise. I just want to watch. I really don't give a damn who it is or how they do it or who they got to do it or any of that. I just want to go, oh, is this, let's see how this goes. Oh, damn, this is pretty good. Okay, I'm going to watch and enjoy instead of like sleeping through some other programs that might not be AEW. And I'm not going to say who.
All Grandma Wendy wants to do is enjoy a cold beer and watch her fucking stories every night. That's it. That's all I want. I don't care what channel it's on. I don't care what promotion. I don't care who's on my TV. I don't care if I'm falling asleep or not. I just want to watch my stories with a cold beer. That's all I want.
Doesn't that sound like fun?
Will someone give the woman what she wants?
Somebody, please. I mean, it
And
sounds like fun.
That is AEW.
Yeah, it really is. It really is, because I got to tell you, she hasn't really missed a Dynamite yet. Except when she had book club because she's Grandma Wendy.
Lady boners galore.
Yes.
Love my murder mysteries, right?
But damn, oh wow, we're like an hour and some in. Holy crap. You can't say we don't love AEW when we're willing to sit here for over an hour and talk about nothing but.
Yeah.
Do we have any final thoughts on AEW, Bruce? Why don't you?
Oh, final thoughts on AEW. I fucking love it. Honestly, it brought my passion back for professional wrestling again. And I know that's happened for a lot of people. Like, everything else has grown stale and overplayed, and then bam, there's AEW. You know, January 1st of this year on BTE, they had the big announcement, and ever since then I've been nothing but excited and stoked, and AEW's kept me very, very happy. It brings me back to the wrestling that I love, you know, and it shows that it doesn't have to be like everybody else.
No.
It's just bottom of the line, amazing, brought my passion back, and thank you, AEW. Thank you.
All right. We got, who wants to go next? Wendy, maybe. She's like, no. You got a final thought for us?
Yeah, dude, no, I totally agree with Brucey on that. I mean, for a while I stopped watching. I was bored of wrestling in general. And AEW just kind of brought back that childlike wonder that I had lost with wrestling. And I think it's doing that for a lot of people, not just in the audience, but within the industry as well. And it's a solid product. It's growing and it's doing some amazing stuff. I think they have a long, hardy future ahead of them. And I want only the best for AEW. And I know it's a great company and it's gonna bring forth great stuff for everybody.
Nice.
That's my thoughts.
Thank you, I will.
Fucking guy.
All right, Jose, my man, my tag team partner, Big Sexy, hit the mic and give us a final thought on
Well,
AEW.
I love AEW because it's wrestling. I love wrestling. I'll just leave with, I think Cody Rhodes needs to suffer some more, and I'm still waiting for Brandy to turn on him.
All right.
He deserves everything that happens to him.
Oh, I do not agree, Nightmare. Please do not clump me in with these people. Clown nose again. Love it. All right. My final thought on AEW, and yes, I could say something about the way the referees handle things or about botches, or I'm not going to do that because you know what? It's all new to them. They've been around 8 weeks, and I'll go a different direction. I'll say the greatest thing about AEW. They give you something that most companies, especially on national TV, don't give you, and that's that energy. The energy from the actual competitors. the crowd, even the announcers are ancient and they're losing their friggin' minds. You know, it's a wonderful thing to sit around and just feel that energy and vibe with it and watch great match after great match. Their promos might be some of the best in the industry, period. These guys cut some very good, very personal promos. And you can feel what they feel. You can tap into that energy. You can be sitting there on a Wednesday night losing your mind, and by the time it's over, you almost want to watch something else because you're that hyped. But typically, when you do, you go right to bed. So there's something that AEW has that most people don't, and I'm just going to leave it at that. And I guess that's going to be our show for this week, since we're an hour and 10 minutes in. It's like, okay, we did it, folks. I want to thank everybody that watched this.
Hey,
What?
look us up. Look us up on Facebook, Top Rope Wrestling Talk. Join our group. Find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google Podcast, all
Whatever
the
podcast
whatever
platform
podcast
you
you
use.
can friggin' think of. Look up Top Rope Wrestling Talk. I beat you to it, Dom, because I'm better than you, and you know it.
No, because you can't stop talking.
You're the one to talk.
But no, thank you all for watching. And on top of that, if you don't feel like doing any of that, just hit Google and type in Top Rope Wrestling Talk. You will see our videos, our Spotifys, our Apples, everything. Pick one, pick a few, follow us, rate us, subscribe, enjoy. We'll be back at you next week. We're just gonna hit this Moxley music and get the hell up out of here. Bye, everybody.
Deuces. Better than you.
And only he knows it.
There we go.
So like busting out of a cardboard box.